Hello YouTube world. My name is Mallory O'Neill and I'm a makeup artist. It's my first video, well technically my third on YouTube, but it was nothing ever serious, and not that this video is very serious, but I guess it's been a long time in the making. Everybody and their mother has a YouTube like channel and YouTube videos out these days, and I guess I'm kind of just jumping on the bandwagon. But I think I have a lot to offer. I think I have a lot of personality that's sort of bottled up deep inside, and you guys will get to know that. This is sort of weird, just talking to a camera, so bear with me. But I guess where to begin. Like I said before, I am a makeup artist. I am also a New Jersey licensed esthetician. I've been living here in New Jersey for the past 29 years. I'm 29. I'm born and raised in New Jersey, and currently residing in northern New Jersey, so all my Jersey chicas out there, how you doing? I have been doing makeup since I graduated high school in 2004. Actually sort of dabbled in it like during my senior year, and probably a lot of my friends will tell you that I was horrible, and you know, every makeup artist has to start somewhere. But my journey really began when I enrolled in Capri, which is an sorry I can't talk, I'm a little nervous. An esthetician and cosmetology school right here in New Jersey. It's actually in Paramus. The one that I went to, they have a couple of other towns that also have it. I originally went for cosmetology in the same year that I graduated in 2004. And didn't enjoy it. Really didn't enjoy it at all, and that's not to say that other people shouldn't go to esthetician or cosmetology school, but it just wasn't right for me. I did really enjoy the couple of weeks that I had the aesthetics part of the course, which was really only like 2 weeks. But sadly, I ended up having to get out of cosmetology. I was actually in a really bad car accident. I started cosmetology school in September, and my car accident was actually 2 days after my 19th birthday on December 5th, and that was in 2004. So about 11 years ago, and almost 11 years ago. And on December 5th, I was in the passenger seat, fell asleep while an ex of mine was driving, and he fell asleep at the wheel about maybe 15-20 minutes away from home, and at about 1:30 in the morning he crashed into a guardrail and played a little bit of ping pong with the pavement, and I was ejected 30 feet out of the back windshield and landed on my forehead. Sometimes you guys will see here I have like a little scar, and that's what it's from. So 11 years later, I mean, I guess I could have, you know, the hair process thing, you know, replacement and stuff, but I kind of think it's a good reminder of what not wearing a seatbelt can do. Weren't drunk or anything like that, just some really tired kids driving back from the shore at an hour we probably shouldn't have. But why am I telling you this story, right? Now, I don't really care about the fact that you didn't wear a seatbelt, but I lend that specific episode, that specific moment in my life to, I guess, you know, hindsight's always 20/20, like, looking back at that moment was meaningful to me now, not then, because I could have died. And I don't mean to say like I was gushing blood and I was in the hospital for days. I was in the hospital for like 5 hours. Okay, I had a concussion, really bad road rash, and like a I don't know, like a sprained neck or something, and like a sprained ankle. It sounds really bad, but I mean, I guess it's not that bad, but I still have a lot of back trouble. Like my, it was my sacrum, my lower sacrum that got fractured, so oh my god, I couldn't walk. Or like, not that I couldn't walk, but it was really hard to. Anyway, I'm rambling. But in that specific incident, the way that the accident happened, my ex's car was all black and kind of situated like in the middle in the fast lane, sort of, I don't know, like turned sideways, and it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And since he got into the accident, like all his lights didn't turn on. So if you can imagine a very dimly lit road, and the part that he kind of got into the accident at, the parkway sort of kind of does like a little swervy motion, and he was right at that swerve. And for those of you that don't know, the Garden State Parkway in New Jersey is like the Autobahn, basically, of New Jersey. And people go really fast. People don't pay attention really at all in New Jersey, but the first person to come across that accident was an off-duty state trooper. And he stopped and he called help, and I was safe. Other 2 passengers in the car were fine. I was the only one that had to get rushed to the hospital. But all I have left are like some temporary uncomfortableness in my back and a little scar. And like I said before, I could get, you know, surgery on it and stuff, but at this point in my life, I think it's just a good reminder to always wear your seatbelt, and that had somebody, not a state trooper, who was obviously driving carefully, come around the bend, another stupid young kid come around the bend and been not paying attention, that car that my ex got into the accident in would have easily just run me right over. So there's a reason that I'm here today. There's a reason that I lived through that accident, period. And I don't know, I guess I kind of feel like deep down inside I don't have a lot to show for it. I think that there's still a lot of talent deep down inside of me that sort of has to be honed. But anyway, maybe to make things on a happier note, sorry, but after that I took a good break from school and went back to cosmetology school for like I think a week or 2, and I decided like I almost died, or I could have died, and I don't want to be stuck doing this. I don't like hair, I can't style hair, this is like all I got. So I took a break and I left school, and I went to work for, I was working for a bank at the time, just like as a teller, and was very unfulfilled. I started working for Estee Lauder at Paramus Park in Macy's, and that's sort of where it all started. I'm just gonna try to speed this up, sorry guys, but I worked there. I was there part-time for probably about like 1.5 to 2 years, and then I was full-time for about the same time after, and I loved it. While I was working there, I ended up kind of getting the need to learn and want to go back to school, and I was about like 21 at this time, and I decided to go back to the same school, Capri, except this time I went for aesthetics. And it was a 6-month program. It was really good. Started in September, and I graduated in March of that following year. and it was awesome. I would advise anybody that doesn't want to go to cosmetology school, that doesn't have a knack for hair, to certainly go to aesthetic school. It has helped me immensely to understand skin, and therefore have a better makeup application. Of course, like every makeup artist, like you still have to learn your products and what stuff goes together and all that, and like hone your own techniques, but it makes it a lot easier when you are fully aware and fully capable of giving the person like a really good skin. Your makeup job is that much better, and I think that much more, it makes you that much more efficient in what you do. So that's my piece of advice, and sort of actually my life goes on from there. I ended up leaving Estee Lauder, and I worked for a company called Fujifilm. I'm sure you guys have all heard of it, and I worked for them for quite some time, and recently left a couple months ago, and I do freelancing now for a company called Updos and iDos. And I also, they actually just, you can check them out on The Knot. They just won Best of Weddings for 2014. So on top of it, I also work for one of the owners that owns Updos and iDos. Her name is Cindy. She also owns a company called Bars of Beauty, which is in Oradell, New Jersey, on Kendrick-Mack. For those of you who are familiar with it, it's right across from the Charlie Browns. So shout out to Cindy, shout out to Audrey, because they've kind of helped me keep a baseline of doing makeup, staying in the business. And when you're doing brides makeup, you're a part of somebody's like most important day, happiest day of their lives. And I get to be a part of that. A lot. And it makes me really happy. It's something that's very fulfilling to me. I recently also just got into special effects this year. I did like some Leatherface stuff, Frankenstein. I painted my cousin Erin, like her face as a deer. I did a Cheshire cat, a bunch of like silly little stuff. But so for right now, that's kind of just what I do. Oh, and I also did makeup for an infomercial that isn't out yet, but like when I get the email from the producer and stuff, I'll like let you guys know so you can watch it at like 5 a.m. DVR it and then like watch it later. So yeah, that is sort of just like a little snapshot of my life. Actually maybe like a little sequel to that. As of 3 weeks ago, I will also be a bride myself. I got engaged to my fiance Dave at my college graduation. Actually, something else I totally didn't tell you guys. I did graduate from Bergen Community College with a degree in business administration. So it's just an associate's, but everybody's got to start somewhere. So that's something I have to fall back on. They can never take education away from you. So for all you young bloods out there who are interested in makeup, interested in business, interested in whatever it is you want to do, entrepreneurship, just educate yourself. Nobody can ever take that away from you. So yeah, that's just a little tidbit on me. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that I missed out on, but I have a tendency to like ramble and stuff, so I'm sure that, you know, this isn't the only video I'm gonna make, so I'm sure that there will be other things there you'll learn about me. I have 2 dogs, 2 Pembroke Welsh Corgis. You may or may not hear them as I'm filming, like in the future, because that awkward moment when your camera stops taping you and you keep rambling anyway. So I think I left off about my 2 dogs, Pembroke Welsh Corgis. You'll hear them, whatever. But something really important that I just kind of wanted to like cut to the chase about, that I think is really important in starting this whole channel. I personally have been dealing with depression Just gonna put it out there. I know it's like a taboo word with what's his face, like Robin Williams and stuff committing suicide. I am by no means like at that level at all, but I kind of hope that I don't plan on talking about it all the time, but I just want to get it out there that even though I don't, like, I have a smile on my face sometimes and, you know, rambling and blah 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 and like happy, that like I have my moments and it gets really real. Like let's just be honest, like there are some days where I don't want to get out of bed, just being honest. Some days where I get out of bed but then I don't want to do anything, where my body feels so sick, there's nothing wrong with me, but it's all here. So maybe, as well as giving makeup advice or whatever that somebody feels comfortable with themselves, or I just help somebody to feel better in spirit about that they're not alone, because it's not easy to go through that alone. But moving on from that, my parents, my dad especially, has always let me know that I am a product of love. My sister is a product of love. And I want to let you guys know that you're a product of love. And I don't mean that in a corny way. I think a lot of us need to know that. I think that life kind of passes us by and we forget that. Whether you are adopted, whether you are in an orphanage, whether you are in a household with your mom and dad still, or your parents aren't here, or you only have one parent, or you're with a guardian, you're loved. And I know that comments will probably come in later as this whole thing goes on, but you know, before you leave your next comment, whether it's to me or to somebody else, if you're that person that gets an awesome feeling out of leaving a nasty comment, remember you're somebody's daughter or you're somebody's son, and so is that person. And maybe I will lose some followers or not gain any in general, but we're all God's children, and He doesn't want you to treat anybody that way. So let's try to have positivity on this channel as much as we can. I love you. I hope that you love you. And let's get to know each other, shall we? So you just remember, you're loved. Thanks for stopping by, San Diego. I'm just kidding, it's New Jersey. Peace.